Good morning, Carmel High School. January is quickly closing, and I hope everyone is kicking off the last semester of the year with a positive attitude.
I'm Mackenzie Hart alongside my good friend Maggie Reese, and we're bringing you the news today. But first, let's kick things over to the pledge, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence.
A big Carmel High School happy birthday goes out to Jeremy Horner in the Science Department, Alphonse Murray, John Travison, Naomi Bloom, Colleen Duffy, Eric and Justin Fleck, Brian Hancock, Joey Lee, Bradley Murray, Paulinomia Nikolai, Matthew Nordoff, Edward Paratich, and Kelsey Steffens. Have a great birthday, guys.
Now let's kick it over to Caroline Hitchcock with the weekend weather report.
Hello, Carmel High School. This is Caroline Hitchcock bringing you a quick weather update for today and this coming weekend. Today, during the day, we should expect cloudy skies with a high of 32 degrees and a slight chance of snow. Moving into tonight, there will be a low of 25 degrees, and we can expect some snowfall throughout the night. Now, moving into this weekend, on Saturday, we can expect some rain during the day with a high of 40 degrees and a low of 32 degrees. As you can see, the temperatures are warming up quite a bit from what they have been these last couple of weeks and should continue to do so until about mid next week. On Sunday, we'll be seeing partly cloudy skies with a high of 32 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. All right, now for a quick look at our Doppler radar. All right, as you can see, we do have a pocket of precipitation hanging over the Indianapolis and Carmel area. However, we shouldn't be seeing too much snow during the day today, but again, we should be seeing a little bit of snow tonight. All right, that's all I have for you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Caroline. Some announcements for today, January 31st, include Greyhound Station will be open for after-school snacks. IB film students interested in a field trip to Los Angeles over spring break should attend a meeting in SRT in P123.
Future Lawyers of America, you guys will have a call-out meeting in F102 after school. And German students, please don't forget your permission slip for the German student competition at Ball State. And that's also due. ISA, or the Indian Student Alliance, will meet in A326 from 3:15 to 4 o'clock, don't forget.
The TEDx Club is looking for people with ideas worth sharing to speak at this year's TEDx Carmel High School Conference. If you know someone who would be a good speaker for the event, nominate them. Nomination forms and additional information are available in E147.
And for this weekend, there will be a work call for Great Gatsby, and that's tomorrow, Saturday, in the auditorium. And the following is scheduled for Monday, February 3rd. Esports and Gaming Club, you guys will both have a call-out meeting in F104 after school.
Brain Game will practice in the Media Center from 3:15 to 4 o'clock. Spanish Club sign-up forms and permission slips for the field trip are available outside B201 or A206. Now let's swing it over to Connor McGeehan with our sports report.
Thank you, Maggie. I'm Connor McGeehan with your sports update. Tonight, the boys and girls basketball team both play Ben Davis. The boys are traveling behind enemy lines to take on the Giants, while your girls are celebrating their senior night here at Eric Clark Activity Center. Tomorrow, the boys and girls swimming team will take part of the Greyhound JV Classic here at the CHS Natatorium. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Super Bowl is this Sunday, and I have a $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card for the person who can guess the score as well as the winner. Tweet your guesses to @CHTV, and if you're the closest, you can win this fantastic prize. That's all I have for you today. Adrian, do you have some world and local news for us?
Yes, I do, Connor. Good morning, Carmel High School. This is Adrian Thomas with your CHTV News Update. Beginning in world news today, over 600 people mysteriously fell ill aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise liner traveling around the Caribbean Sea this week. The cruise ship will return to port 2 days earlier than originally scheduled. Doctors who happen to be aboard the ship say that it happens to be a highly contagious norovirus. The cause of the illness is still unknown. And in national news, police in Columbia, Maryland are still unclear about the motive of the shooter that killed 3 people at a local shopping mall. Police identify the suspect as 19-year-old Darian Aguilar. Aguilar had no criminal record prior to this incident and had no previous connections with the 3 victims. And in local news, the state of Indiana has been rejected by the Federal Emergency Management Agency for extra funding in the cleanup of the devastating tornadoes that affected Boone, Davies, Fountain, Grant, and Tippecanoe counties. Multiple homes and building complexes are still in need of repairs from the storms that damaged them over 3 months ago. Local residents and authorities are outraged that FEMA has taken this long only to reject an appeal for financial help. And now let's send it over to Elaine Woodling with a special report on the Chinese New Year.
Elaine Woodling here with a special on-scene report in the Chinese room. January 31st marks the beginning of Chinese New Year, and I'm here today with Mrs. Lee, who is the Chinese teacher at Carmel High School. How are you doing today, Mrs. Lee?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about Chinese New Year, first of which is, what do you usually do on Chinese New Year?
Chinese New Year is the biggest holiday for Chinese. Many traditions and customs we practice for the Chinese New Year is to bring in luck, health, and happiness to the new year. Every year I give red envelope to students to wish them good fortune. And this year in my class we make Chinese food and have a celebration feast.
Well, that's awesome. All right, so what is your favorite part about Chinese New Year's?
It's time for family reunion. I enjoy the company of family and abundant food.
Oh, yes, everyone loves food, right? All right, and so lastly, how do you say Happy Chinese New Year's in Chinese?
恭喜发财，新年快乐.
All right, guys, 恭喜发财 literally translates to may you have good fortune. So thank you so much, Carmel, for watching, and 恭喜发财.
Hello, Carmel High School. Are you ready for your pop of culture? Because it's time for Minute with Mal. But it could be Justin Bieber because that is all we're talking about today. New toxicology reports have been released on the night that Bieber was arrested, proving life wasn't the only thing he was high on that night. Reports say that he had both marijuana and prescription medication in his system. The previous day, Bieber turned himself in Toronto for assaulting a limo driver multiple times on the back of the head on December 29th before fleeing the scene. And last but not least, the Deport Justin Bieber and Revoke His Green Card petition has reached 100,000 signatures, meaning the White House must respond to it now. Now at work, only time and Bieber's antics will tell. And last but not least, happy birthday goes out to the man who's been bringing sexy back since the day he's been born, Mr. Justin Timberlake. Thanks for watching this Minute with Mal, and I will see your shining faces on Monday. Maggie?
Thank you guys for tuning in to this morning's announcements. I'm Maggie Reese alongside Mackenzie Hart.
For more of any of the stories that you've seen on today's broadcast, please visit our website, www.carmeltv.net. See you next time on Channel 99.